Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of RTHD. In this episode, I want to go through very quickly this Innovo Moving Frontiers full pulse oximeter. Now the reason is because, of course this is technology, but not, video and camera technology, but it's something we need to touch on and something that I experienced. And that's why I decided I'd make this video. There's many different oximeters outside there. There's so much now that it's really hard to find a good one, in fact an accurate one. And I actually bought one that didn't have a brand, and it was made in China and apparently didn't work the way it should have. So I was having some problems being congested, and I tried out the one previously, and it was showing me 98%, and I was just feeling really unwell and having problems and struggling breathing. And so that didn't work out. And the thing is that while they say that these devices are not medically grade, of course it gives you a good indication of whether you need to go and see a doctor and so forth. And so you need a reliable brand. And I saw this brand on Amazon, and this is the first time I'm going to open it up. So bear with me. That was just the intro, and let's get into actually opening this thing up and see what it says. So it seems to be a brand that is in the US, and that's why I decided I'd buy this one instead to see how well it would work. The model that I'm looking at is the IP900AP, and I think it's about $30 at the moment. It's a little more expensive than the usual ones. It has a multi-directional display perfusion index. I don't know what this is. Somebody might know about that. Brightness control and immediate results. So that's also good. And it's IP22, which means that it seems to be able to be water resistant of some sort. It says fingerprint oximeter on the back, measurement principle. It explains all the different things about the oxygen, etc. All right, so you could have a look at that, and it will explain a lot more about it. But it does say something. Now it is branded as Innovo Medical, but they said somewhere, I remember reading somewhere, that it is not a medical device. Either way though, we see that the technical specifications show us OLED with 6 display options, display range 0 to 100%, resolution 1%, accuracy 70 to 100%. And it mentioned something about plus or minus 2%, so I guess that's the error correction part. And then there's 0 to 69%, no definition. Pulse rate, it checks between 30 and 250, which is more than reasonable within the specified range. Resolution 1 BPM, accuracy 2 beats per minute. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good in the accuracy part. Pulse intensity, perfusion index, and the other one, pythemograph. Okay. And it uses this typical two AAA alkaline batteries. Environmental temperature shows between 5 to 40 degrees, which is the standard usual temperatures. I guess if you use it in the cold, you'll have to make sure that you are, in somewhere warm. All right, let's get very quickly into opening it up, because I don't want to spend too much time, and I hope I'm not wasting your time, because I hope that this thing works the way it should. All right. It comes well packaged, I must say. There's this nice little things for warranty. You get, some explanation. So looks a little bit better than the normal Chinese brand, even though it's made in China, but it seems to be it seems to be used within a US brand, so that's why I may trust it a little more. Oh, and it actually comes with batteries. I wasn't aware that it would come with batteries. Looks like a typical oximeter. It feels very light, but not necessarily cheap. Nice design. I like the blue and black, mostly black. And we're going to put in some batteries and we're going to test it. I think that's the main thing, right? So at the back here, usually you normally there's a lip, and it's very easy to pull that out. It isn't even the sliding one like what we are normally accustomed to. And I have some batteries which I'm going to use instead of opening up these new batteries. All right, so we try some energizers. The good thing about this, it shows you, usually those cheaper brands, these springs tend to be on the same side, so you have to actually look to see whether, but this is kind of hinting to you how to do it. Springs are normally for the negative side, positive side being like that. Oh, sorry, I'm off camera. And like that. And let's hope that this thing works the way it should. All right, so we slide this back over. I guess you just push it back down. And let's give it a try. I was talking, so I don't know if my oxygen levels are going to be all the best, but let's have a look at how fast. It said instant. Let's see how instant they really mean. Okay, so it's showing the heart rate. It's not instant, but it says 95, 96, 96%, 97%. I doubt my heart rate is 132, but it could be that it's just double checking it. I hope you can see it. I'm going to bring it closer in. I'm going to switch the fingers over so that you get to see it a little bit better. I like the display, very bright. Looks a little bit more professional than some of the cheaper brands. Let's try it out again. Yeah, that looks more reasonable. Maybe 98, 123 is my heart rate. Maybe I'm a little bit nervous being on camera. And 97%, which is more to what I would expect at 98%. Now there's some additional features that seem to be available. It will audibly alarm if your percent SpO2 goes down to, I believe it's 94 or below. It will audibly alarm, telling you that you should be checking out what's going on with yourself. And well, of course, the heart rate is blinking. I don't know if the heart rate is blinking because it's too high. That's definitely too high. Your heart rate should be 100 or below, and I think that's just because I'm standing up. I'm bending over the camera, so I'm in a stressed position. But other than that, seems good, right? And it seems accurate from what I'm seeing here because I'm feeling well. I did take some puff, etc., to open up my airway, etc. So it seems to be working well. I will definitely trust this more than those Chinese ones that doesn't have a brand, or perhaps even cheaper brands as well. The PI percentage, I think that's supposed to usually be between 4 and 12. Anything below that, maybe you should be a little bit concerned. But again, I'm no medical doctor, but I'm just showing you how bright it is. Let's see when we press the button, if anything changes. Nothing seems to change. Oh yeah, it flips around. So if you are left-handed as well, you can angle it this way. I am left-handed. I wish they would make it so that you could set that permanently, but they don't. See what else it could do. Press it again, press it again. Right, and you could do it like that too. So it basically just changes the direction of it. But so far it looks good. It looks professional. Like the colors, everything works well with it. As we could see, we confirmed that, and there's some brand information there if you want to look at it. The model number, IP22. You could use any battery you want. Let's see if it switched off in that few seconds. It did switch off, right? So it automatically switches off. You don't have to switch it off for yourself. So I hope that this helps you guys out. It's better to trust, I would think, and this is just my suggestion, to trust a brand that stamps a US brand on it, because even if it's made in China, the US has usually stricter laws, and so they tend to do some research, they tend to do some testing upon what you get, and that avoids litigation for them. So it's better to choose something like this. So I would definitely recommend, it's wrong side. I would definitely recommend this Innovo. It's the Innovo, again, once more, the Innovo Moving Frontiers. You can get it on Amazon. I am not doing this to really make money, but I'm going to have that affiliate link out there if you want it. As I said, I bought this locally. I didn't even buy this on Amazon, so they would have gotten it probably from Amazon. With that being said, I hope this helped you out. Thank you so much for viewing, and as you see, it's very easy to use one of these oximeters. And you should always have it just in case, especially, you never know, because I am not a person that I'm usually breathless, etc. So it was good to, it's good to have these machines on hand just to, reaffirm that everything is okay, or if something is not okay, that you go to the doctor and get checked out before something gets really serious. So that being said, thank you so much for viewing. See you guys again soon. Make sure to please like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys again soon on another episode of RTHD coming to your YouTube screen near you. Take care, bye-bye, and stay safe.